University of Nairobi fraternity, fellow graduates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My life in campus was full of challenges, ups and downs throughout the 4 academic years. This meant I had to make choices that helped me succeed. By the grace of God and support from many people, the institution, the government of Kenya, in addition to hard work and the choices I made, I have been able to go this far and get this good result. I would like to thank God for the gift of life He has given unto me and everyone else as a whole. He has been there for me in both times of happiness and sorrow. Secondly, I thank my community for being supportive throughout my entire education life. Thirdly, I thank the people who brought me here on earth, my late father, Mr. Daro, and my mother, Mrs. Daro, and my brothers and sisters who stood with me and encouraged me throughout my time at the university. Special mention goes to my mother for being there for me as I grew up, which has been a difficult task for her considering unlimited immediate challenges that faced after my father passed away. I would also like to recognize the people who have nurtured me for the last 4 years, University of Nairobi staff who provided a home away from home. Thank you for giving me a chance to study and to be part of this institution, for the skills and the knowledge you imparted on us, helping us to be resilient even when faced with difficult situations. Special thanks goes to the staff of the Department of Chemistry for the support and care you gave to us. I would like to recognize my classmates and other students, friends and relatives for their support and encouragement. Thank you, Campus Christian Union Campus Christian Union for their support and encouragement. They kept me early throughout the 4 academic years. Thank you. I would like to thank also all the people in Chiromo Christian Campus Union also for their support, and also players throughout my entire life in campus. I would like to share a word with all my fellow graduates and prospective students. To graduates, I would like to say that Albert Einstein, a renowned physicist, who said that life is like riding a bicycle, and to keep your balance, you keep moving. You must keep moving. Abdul Kalam, a scientist, saying that excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. Thereby, I urge you to put the same spirit into work out there as you did while you were in campus. Always picture success, and no matter how badly things seem to be going at the moment, always be positive. As I conclude, let me pass a word of encouragement to prospective students. Always have a positive attitude. Remember that one can alter his or her life by altering their attitude. And this is true since as the man thinketh, so is he. Your hard work, cooperation with the university staff and players can take you far. Finally, I pray that Almighty God will help each of you believe and live successfully. Thank you all, and may God bless you abundantly. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we come to the alumni speech, going to be read to us by none other than the chairman of the alumni, Dr. Betty Kikonyo. Welcome. Yes, Dr. Kikonyo is also the chairperson of the University of Nairobi Council. Welcome.
Good morning. Well done for being the very best student, and we appreciate you. The Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, Dr. Viju Ratansi, the Chairman of the University Council, Dr. Idra Farah, the Vice Chancellor, Professor George A.O. Magoha, the Ministry of Higher Education representative, Vice Chancellors of the universities, Deputy Vice Chancellors, principals, deans and directors, university partners, staff, graduates, fellow alumni. I wish to just thank you this morning for turning up in large numbers to witness this auspicious occasion of the graduation of over 5,000 students. I join you here today as both the chairperson of the Alumni Association of the University of Nairobi, as well as a council member of the University of Nairobi, and an alumnus of this great university, specifically the School of Medicine, the class that entered medical school on the 4th of July, 1970. I wish to congratulate the graduates before us for this achievement. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the over 5,000 graduates in front of us today to join the association and to become part of the 25,000 plus registered alumni serving the association. We want you to be members of all categories, from gold members to bronze to annual members. There are many benefits that come out of being a member of the Alumni Association of the University of Nairobi, and we are all proud to be able to support our alma mater. We are involved in both networking, mentoring, and community service, as well as supporting our alma mater in various ways. Let us at this time appreciate the great entertainment that we have got from our university choir, from its melodious voices, and those of us who cannot sing, we are very encouraged to know that those gifts of singing are not given to all, but there are some whose job is to listen. And thank you, University Choir, to continuing to entertain us with your melodious voices. My parting message to all of you graduates is to go out there with courage and candor, and to go out ready to conquer the world. The power that you get today from a premium qualification of the University of Nairobi will allow you to be the best. And if you dream big enough, have audacious goals that guide you every day, the world is open for you to conquer. Again, congratulations to all of you for the hard work that you are putting to make this day a very special day in your life when you enter the world, not as a student, but as a graduate of the great University of Nairobi. Thank you.
Now it's my singular honor and pleasure to invite our Chairman of Council, Dr. Ethel Omar Farah, to address the congregation.
The Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, Dr. Viju Ratansi, the representative of the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, Professor George Magoha, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Principals, Deputy Principals, Deans, Directors, Chancellors and Vice Chancellors of other universities present here, Council members of the University of Nairobi, as well as Council members from other universities present and Chairman of Council, university staff members, parents, guardians, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the University of Nairobi Council, I wish to warmly welcome you all to the university, as well as in particular to the 51st graduation ceremony. I heartily congratulate the graduating class of 2014. Hongera kwenu. At this juncture, I wish to turn to the students and thank the student body SONU for conducting its elections with maturity. Prior to the elections, there was a lot of uncertainty, there was a lot of anxiety, but the elections did go well. You're all well aware that the council plays a key role in the governance, and given that the student body is represented on council, despite the fact that the Act actually does not provide that provision for student representation. But in the University of Nairobi Council, we have invited the SODO officials on in attendance basis. Therefore, there is really no possibility that fees can be increased without those necessary consultations at Senate, at Council, and at higher government levels. I therefore wish to assure students that such increases can only happen after stakeholder consultation. In conclusion, Madam Chancellor, I wish to congratulate the class of 2040. Please take up your role to bring up a positive and lasting impact on the society that you will be serving. Be useful to yourselves, to your alma mater, University of Nairobi, and to your country, Kenya. God bless the University of Nairobi. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, Chancellors of other sister universities, Chairman of the University of Nairobi Council, Dr. Idil Farah, members of Council here present, chairpersons of other university councils, vice chancellors of sister universities, deputy vice chancellors, Professor Mugendi, Principal Embu University College, which is our only college, our college principals, the University of Nairobi Senate, parents and guardians, graduates, staff, students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure indeed to welcome you to the University of Nairobi, and in particular to the 51st congregation of this university. It is nostalgic to remember that this is the 19th time I am taking charge of this graduation process. Out of the 51 graduations, that makes 37%. And when I come to the last one in December, that will be the 20th, making 38%. And that is a fact of history that nobody can change, and I want to thank you for that opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a very strong brand. The University of Nairobi has developed a very strong brand. And I say this, people say that I brag. I don't brag, I just say the truth, the way it is, whether anybody likes it or not. And the fact is, if I take medicine, I am a physician. Everybody wants to come to the University of Nairobi. So all the top A's who are able to come, and we cross the number at number X, have come in. Then the rest go to the Module 2 program. And at the Module 2 program also, we have now stopped at 46 cluster. And no Kenyan can understand that. But it is because of the hard work that you have done over the 10 years, giving this university a very strong brand, and you should be very proud of yourselves indeed. I also take this opportunity, Madam Chancellor, to congratulate the graduates for their hard work, without which this occasion definitely would not have taken place. Madam Chancellor, this congregation is featuring graduates from 4 colleges of agriculture and veterinary medicine, engineering and architecture, biological and physical sciences, and education. As you have already been told, I shall say it again, Madam Chancellor. For the avoidance of doubt, I'm happy to inform this congregation that the University of Nairobi has been confirmed in the recent web ranking as the gold standard, not only in this country, not only in this region, but in the sub-Saharan African region, once you remove South Africa. That is a very important point, because there is a lot of stupid talk about comparing this university to others. And I can understand, because you can never be accepted in your own country. But I can assure you that being number 9 out of 1,307 universities in Africa is no mean feat, This performance, Madam Chancellor, is a climax of great academic work by our staff and students, thus raising visibility of the university worldwide. It also vindicates our systems, which we have continuously improved since the last 10 years, and also vindicates the government performance contracting system, which was started 10 years ago. I want to take this opportunity, therefore, to, on behalf of the Chancellor, Chairman, and Senate, to congratulate our staff and students for the good showing and urge them to improve on these standards. And I want to tell our good Students' Union leaders that leadership has got a responsibility. They have not seen me carrying my management and going to camp in Kaimenyi's office with twigs and the rungus. Do you get the point? I think they should remember that as I'm about to leave. Allow me to, at this juncture, to sincerely thank His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of Kenya, for having found time within a very short notice. During his visit, ladies and gentlemen, the President noted that towers were, the University of Nairobi Towers, which he came to lay a foundation stone for, was an amazing reflection of the position of the University of Nairobi as a leader in architectural thought, innovation, and champion towards the revision of environmentally friendly solutions. This indeed is an affirmation that the University of Nairobi is on the right course to maintaining its world-class excellence. In my tenure, we have had unfortunate incidents involving sections of the university community, but we have embraced the culture of accommodation, securing more support for our cause and protecting the corporate image of our institution. Occasionally, Madam Chancellor, when unions have grievances, we have had formal activities within the institution grounded, and it is a question which I even put to the Chief Justice when he was in our university, and he was unable to answer. Where is my right and the right of my managers when the workers genuinely have a grievance to come and protest, but they even lock you inside and then put things in the keys and they flush everybody out of the offices, those who don't want to join them. I thought the Constitution should protect everybody else, but since the CJ himself kept quiet, I decided also not to push it further. But it is something that I'm asking the staff, especially the union leaders, to consider, that they can still make their point by not, because you must have somebody to argue with on the other side. If there's nobody to argue with on the other side, then you cannot manage. It is my humble request that when observing your fundamental rights, allow others to enjoy theirs as well. I would like to commend the SONU Vice Chairperson in the name of Irene Kendi, otherwise called Mama Yao, on her recent award as Africa's most innovative female student leader. This is Mama Yao, she's called Kendi, and she's the SONU Vice Chair, and she was declared in Accra, Ghana as the most innovative female student leader in Africa. Don't you think that is something to go by? Again, I'm glad that Mama Yao is sitting here. Can Mama Yao confirm to you which part of the country you can sleep and read, have water, and even cook illegally inside for between 25 and 26 shillings a day? It is not possible. So we need to agree with the students that the fees will have to go up a little bit. It cannot be done without involving them. But what we are charging them, basically it is the Module 2 program that is maintaining the hostels. And so if we are building hostels, we shall build 2 of them. And the first type, which is very close to my heart because we have a business school